Hey everyone, this is Dave here with Blue Bears Games. Today's video we are going to be Crackin Packs. This is the 4th Zendikar Rising Set booster box of the 6 that I have. I'm actually doing this a little out of order. Normally I would do something different today. This video may not be posted for viewing until a little bit later time. The reason that I'm actually filming this and possibly not releasing it is the search for the 2 green mythics continues after 3 boxes, and I kind of want to get one of my decks finished that I'm working on, which is the Golos deck, and I want to get the video made for it. So we're going to go ahead and try. Let's get started. We're going to try and get it out of here. Let's open this up and see if I can't pull the card I'm looking for specifically, and then I can do the other video. But again, I'm doing these a little out of order as far as filming goes, just for that reason. So bear with me. This one I'm hoping is going to be a very quick one, because I just want to open it and hope to get the big greens and then be done. But who knows what's going to happen. So let's get started, and here's to hoping. And we'll save obviously the box topper for last as always. So I'm just gonna rifle through as much as I can, show you what it is that I picked up, and then go from there. So, and of course the first pack I open is a art card that's signed. So you know what? Looks like I'm a little off on my angle here. There we go. Alright, so. And like I said, we're going to just go through, put these in the right spots that I can stack them, and then go from there. Alright, so first rare Inscription of Insight, and then a foil Tuk Tuk Rubble Fort. So, no big green there. I think that's the first inscription I've gotten for blue. No, it's not. I'm looking at it now. No, it's not. Alright, so art card. And actually, I got a question for you guys. Has any of you started using the art cards that are the lands as the actual lands for your decks? I noticed that they're a little thicker, but I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to do so just because they are technically the art for the land, but I don't know. Alright, Kaza Royal Chaser and Reclaim the Wastes. And then it looks like I got a list card, Brain Freeze. Ooh, that's actually good. Alright, real quick. So, while these are not exciting, the Brain Freeze, I actually have a deck I'm working on that kind of uses a Storm style effect. And this one says target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, and then it's Storm. And Storm is when you play this spell. For each spell played before this turn, copy it. I'm going to put that in the rare pile so I don't lose it. I don't normally do that, but I don't have one, I don't think. I haven't found one in my stuff. I don't think I was searching for it very hard. That's just a bonus right there. I forgot the list cards have some cool stuff in them. Alright. So, more stuff that's uncommons. Alright, and then Aura, Skyclave, Hierophant, and Foil Angelic Protector, and then nothing. So, still after 3 boxes, and now looks like 3 or 4 packs, I still haven't gotten one, and I know that it's early, but damn, does that suck. That's cool right there. That's one of the other whatchamacallits. What is this? This is Flooded Strand. That's actually a cool art card. When I say the lands, I mean the basics. I'm actually going to change the angle a little bit again, just because. There we go. That's a little better. Now you can see, and I can see. Alright. All commons. All commons. Alright. The rares, a Crawling Barrens, which doesn't do anything for me, and Gnarled Colony. And I believe that is a token. So, Having a problem with my angles today, apparently. I actually just woke up not that long ago from a nap. I hadn't been feeling good all week. I'm feeling a little bit better, but what is that for? That's for the swamp. Foil full art swamp, always nice. All commons, nothing very good. Alternate art ruin crab. I am trying to put together a. I actually started this this week on something. Scoot Swarm, alternate art, and Smite the Monstrous, and then a dog shit of a Flame of Keld for the list card. And I do mean a dog shit because I didn't even want to open these when I was opening the set it's from, Dominaria. I started working on 3 new Budget Brew decks from the Blues Budget Brews. I have 2 more to go. Actually, today I released one. What's this for? That is for one of the dual modal cards. I actually released the day that I'm making this one of the other Budget Brew decks. That leaves me with 2 left to film, and I was like, well, I don't want to run out of those. So I started today making more, or yesterday, last night anyway. The blue-red dual card and a Teeter Peak Ambusher foil, and then a token. Alright, so I started working on to start with 3 more of the Budget Brew decks, and then I'll go from there as I go. It's harder on the Budget Brew decks to come up with ideas because you have to stay within a certain budget, and that budget's harder and harder to get to when you start using up some of your options. So I'm trying to figure out, as far as my options go, where I can go that's something a little bit more unique than everybody else, unique from what I've already made, and unique as far as the idea. The problem with Commander, though, is that of the ideas, and hold on, Shadow's Verdict, and another Inscription of Insight, and a full Bloodchief Thirst, and then a token. The problem is that there are X amount of ideas, specifically in Magic to begin with, and then in Commander, there's even less, because there are certain things you can and can't do that actually work as far as your ideas. So I'm trying to come up with some interesting newer ideas to go over with people and let them know how to play it. And you know, it's just every set comes out with a new ability, but I mean, some of them don't work as far as Commander goes. Let's see, what is this? The Archpriest of Iona and a Deadly Alliance foil, and then my rare, interestingly enough, is a Sliver. Or actually, no, it's not a rare. This is actually an uncommon that I don't think I own. And I do want to make a Sliver deck for Commander at some point. It's black or white 1 for a 2/2 Sliver that says all Slivers have pay 3, sacrifice this creature, destroy target permanent. That goes in the rare pile as well, because I think that's an uncommon. The light's actually fooling my eyes a little bit right now. Again, I just woke up recently. So I'm trying to come up with ideas that would work. So, for instance, energy doesn't really work in Commander. I mean, you could get it to work, but even if you were to get it to work, it wouldn't be on budget. I try to keep the decks at like $40 at most, because a lot of people just have about $40 that they can spend. So keeping it in that range, and also keeping it able to win, and then on top of that, that's not a bad one. Skyclave Apparition is one of the better ones you can get out of this set. And Cunning Geyser Mage, and then a token. So, it all comes down to the idea has to work and actually be viable. And I do a lot of... This is one of the ones I was talking about. Like, do you use these when you're... Because this is one of the island art cards. Do you even use them as regular lands? Because as far as their thickness goes, when I have it in my hand, it doesn't feel all that different. But people keep telling me it's like a millimeter thicker. I don't see it, but it's possible. So Anyway, so as far as ideas go, I can only do so many different ones before you start running into the same one. Like, for instance, a popular one to use, especially on budget, is a, Phylath Turn Timber Symbiosis. So again, for the fourth box in a row, I didn't get the big green I was looking for. I was hoping for one of the creatures, and this is the second big green I've gotten out of a box. When I say big green, I mean mythic, and it's still not the right one. So it was Turn Timber Symbiosis, and then a third rare in this pack is Skyclave Shade, and then a Core Celebrant, and then a token. Real quick, while this pack may have been a great one to, I guess, draft, even though these aren't for draft, because these two cards right here go well together. I mean, this is just getting really annoying now. What was I saying? One of the more popular ones is, besides doing tribal for attack decks, for aggro decks, one of the more popular ideas would be aristocrats, because aristocrats foil our Planesworks, because aristocrats is a cheaper and easier one to do based on all of the ones that do it. So, and if you don't know what aristocrats is, it's the life draining stuff. So every time something happens, every opponent loses a life, you gain a life, kind of thing. And it's easier to do them because it's on the budget side. But after you get past the budget part, then you still have to come up with original ideas. So, Magmatic Channeler and a Haggard Constrictor and ooh. So all my list cards for this box have been pretty spot on. If you don't know what this is, you need to learn about it. I actually am putting this now. I actually can put this in a deck. I didn't have one. I have a deck that could use it really bad. It's Gemstone Mine. It comes into play with 3 mining counters on it. You tap it and remove a counter from it, and add 1 mana of any color to mana pool. And if there are no mining counters on it, sacrifice it. That goes in the rare pile as well. My list cards have been great. Ooh, please let the rare be a scroll rack. Anyway, so you have to get the ideas to mesh together and do what you want them to do as well on a full floor mountain. That looks cool. So when I'm opening these packs, I'm looking at cards even after I'm done opening them. Like, what you guys don't see in the background is that I study these cards as I do everything else. Alright, a Nimble Trap Finder, Iridescent Beetle, and then a token. I study these cards left and right just to see if I can come up with a new original idea to make a budget deck on and a regular deck on. And the problem is that while the new cards come out and there's stuff on them that's different, this is the third box or fourth box in a row where I got the fucking art card for it, but I can't pull a Shia. Anyway, sorry, that just, it's starting to get annoying now. So I'm trying to get original ideas together so I can put together decks for you guys to see, possibly throw them out there for purchase, and, help you guys, everybody out, especially the newer players. Felidar Retreat, I actually wanted that card in general. An Inscription of Abundance, and then a Pyroclastic Hellion, and a token. Specifically just because a lot of newer players don't know a lot of the ways to play the game. They don't know a lot of the rules. And I try to put together the budget stuff so that I can help teach as well. I'd like to put together one of those videos that helps you learn how to play the game, but there are so many out there that it's hard to differentiate yourself from the pack, as they, I guess, say, and then it'll just get muddled in the mixture, and nobody will actually ever get to see it. So I want it to have an impact. Woohoo! My 50th Archon of Emeria, Molten Blast, and a Mythic on the list card. I don't believe I actually had any of these left. I think I used them all. It's Nylea, God of the Hunt. 1 green, 3 of any for a 6/6 indestructible god, legendary enchantment creature. As long as your devotion to green is less than 5, it isn't a creature, it's just the enchantment. Other creatures you control have trample, and for 1 green, 3 of any, every time, you can do this multiple times, so, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Wow, my list cards have not disappointed on this box. That's a first. I've gotten a couple of good ones and a couple of bad ones, but anyway. So, like I said, I want to help everybody out. I want to help people out that want to learn how to play the game in a much better capacity. But I also want to try to sell some cards and some decks. I do believe that, the couple that I've sold people have been extremely happy with. I try to put together something that people really like. You know what? I think I screwed up. I was so mad about the Archon of Emeria that I actually put it in the commons because, let's just be honest. I've got more Archon of Emerias than I've gotten of specific commons that I'm looking for out of this set. So, let's see. So I'm trying to help everybody out. All right. So this is not a bad pack. So Glasspool Mimic is actually not bad. It's a 3 to cast 0/0 that actually it's basically a shapeshifter. It is a shapeshifter, but you may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it's a shapeshifter rogue in addition to other types. It also comes into play as a land if you needed to, or instead of. And then, as much as this style that they've come to lately has made the foils not worth as much as they used to be, a foil lithoform engine. Now the reason why this is big is because it's not just that it's foil, but it's also my only my second copy, and I have a couple decks that this can go in, because technically, if you really think about it, this can go into any commander deck. So it copies anything. So that's a good pickup. So that was a good pack as far as this set goes. Still not big green, like I always, say that I need and never get. Alright, let's see here. There's a couple of cards that do this to me. Ugin did it to me for, most of my packs, most of my boxes. It fucking eluded me forever. Coralhelm Chronicler, McKindeox, and Token. It sat there and didn't give it to me. I actually went to go order a case of M21. I ended up only getting 5 out of the 6 because of the order error. So I was like, okay, well, at least 5 out of 6 I'll get, 2 or 3. 4th box out of the 5 in, and I still hadn't gotten one. So, my frustrations with hitting on a specific are high, because it wasn't the only one that did that to me. There's always that one that you want specifically, and it's the one that you don't get. Okay, so a Scoot Swarm for like the 6th time, and a Coom Hellhound, and then see, that's just crap. Alright, so the explanation for this is a list card. It's a waste. It's the other basic land type. The fact that it's on the list and it actually is in packs is basically like a slap in the face that I'm getting an extra card that's all basic land out of the pack. Like, they should have just included that in every pack and then hope that you got something else different. But I digress. The rest of the list cards are good, so I guess I'll just not complain about it. Alright. Trying not to complain, but it's hard when, you see so many people opening up stuff and you're like, wow, I could use all that. And then you go and open up 5 boxes and not a single one of them is the card. Rolling Vortex, Cascade Seer, and then a token, so nothing there either. Yeah, I need Ashmaya, and I need, I don't remember if that one's, because I've never opened one, I can't remember which one's which now. I need the one that has a landfall ability and one that lets you play extra lands, and I don't know if they're one and the same, I doubt it, but I couldn't tell you because it's been so long since I've seen them, the spoiler and everything. It took extra time for these to get here to me, and then I've never opened one, so... Alright, well, I got a mythic out of the pack. Scourge of Skyclaves. I don't think I've ever pulled this. 2 to cast Star, Demon, Kicker of 5. When you cast this spell, if it was kicked, each blow loses head. No, I haven't opened this one yet. And its power and toughness are equal to 20 minus the highest life total among people. And then a McKinley Stampede, and then a piece of trash. No, this is the first time I opened that one, so just because I don't have it doesn't mean I wanted it. Alright. Nothing, and I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit as far as the openings. I don't know why these boxes seem to do it to me, but I always end up having a hard time keeping these at a low. So another mythic out of the box, Shatter Skull Smashing. I don't think I ever got this one either. 2 red X, it deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, it deals twice X divided among them instead, and then it flips for red. I don't think I got that yet. And a foil Might of Marassa and a piece of trash. I'm running out of what seems to be spots for mythics in the box. So, let me see here. Didn't get a lot of foil deliberates. I'd remember on the Facebook pages I said I wanted that specifically. Because Undo Mammoth does nothing. And a Zareth Sand, the Trickster foil rare. The card looks cool as foil, but it's a crappy card in my opinion. It's 5 to cast, 4/4 flash. Black, blue, 2, return an unblacked rogue to your hand. Put this onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. When it does combat damage to a player, you may put a target permanent card from a player's graveyard. It's not horrible. I don't know. I think I'm just getting pissy. It happens. Especially when you just get up. Alright. Don't care. Alright, Valakut Exploration. Got that in the last box. Kazandu. Nectar Pot for like the 60th time and a token. Not really, am I really going to go 5 boxes in? Or 4 boxes in, sorry. And still not get one of the non-dual motor or whatever cards? The non-creature mythic greens? Like, how is that even possible? Oh, and this pack sucked. It was all commons. Oh, look, another mythic, not the green one. Drana, the Last Blood Chief. I don't think I opened this one either. 2 black, 3 of any, 4/4 flying legendary vampire cleric. I gotta read this because I am doing vampire soon. It's not a bad casting cost. So whenever it attacks, if any player chooses a non-legendary creature card in your graveyard, you return that card to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. The creature is a vampire in addition to its other types. Okay, I can go along with that one. That might actually end up in my Edgar deck. Haven't started Edgar. I'm game planning for it, so that's a possibility. A foil in the gate and Drash. So I don't think I did get that one before. So this box seems to have all the blacks I didn't get, but I don't care about them because that wasn't the deck I was focusing on. Full art forest, and then a lot of commons. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Gotta reset. Alright. Alright, a Relic Robber. Nope, that went in the wrong spot. A Relic Robber doesn't do anything for me. Verizal, like the 30th time, and a Living Tempest foil. Yeah, my list cards have hit really well. This is Gatekeeper of Malakir. It was from Zendikar. It's a 2 black, 2/2 vampire. I already have these, so I didn't need these, but it would have been nice if I did. With the kicker of a black, when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target player sacrifices a creature. It's actually a really good vampire. Might have actually already taken a spot up in Edgar, as far as the original version goes, so not bad though having it on the list. Alright, commons. Lots of uncommons. Alright, Maul of Skyclaves. I don't remember this. It's an equipment. It's 3 to cast. It's a white and 2. Artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, attaches to the target creature you control, and the equipped creature gets +2/+2 flying and for strike, and equips for 4. I don't remember ever actually opening that one yet. And a Brushfire Elemental and a token. Alright. Johnny, get through. Lots of commons. Couple uncommons. Lots more commons. Another uncommon. And then another Glass Pool Mimic. And a Prowling Felidar and a token. So, horrible pack because, you know, it's the 3rd Glass Pool Mimic I've pulled out of this box. And here we go. No. Another full art Clearwater Pathway. Because I don't have a million of them. Full Soul Shatter. It's, each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the highest converted mana cost. Yep. And, alright. So, interestingly enough on this one, this is a rare list card. Not the one I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for another one. So this is going to be my rare list card. It's Genesis Hydra. It's 2 green and X. It's a plant Hydra 0/0, and when you cast Genesis Hydra, reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put a non-land permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle the rest into your library, and it comes into play with X +1/+1 counters on it. Oddly enough, I am using that card. I actually pulled that card. I only had 1 copy of that card in my Pure and Toothy deck that I'm trying to get completed as well. It's in the stages of cutting down to the final 99. That's one of them that's in there, so it's interesting I got that. I only had 1 copy, so there's a second one for me. If I decide to do another Hydra Tribal style deck. Like I said, the list cards have been fantastic. Like, monetarily speaking, that's not very high. But usability, it's high. Mana and Cacophony, it's like the 3rd one I've gotten of that, and a full Broken Wings, and then that. Alright, so we're down to 2 packs, and then ye old box topper, which on the last box I opened was absolutely trash, dog shit. So, of course, the first 3 have been good. Adventure awaits. Now, these are commons. Uncommons. 2 of them. So, I was going to say that I'm going to get less uncommons here. My second Linvala, which does nothing for me because she's a crappy Linvala. Foil Scavenge Blade. And then a... Alright, last pack. Don't see me getting the big green that I'm looking for. So, 4 boxes in, and I still can't finish the Golos deck. Go figure. That's just, you know, kind of pisses me off a little bit, but whatever. Yep, not gonna get it. So, Oran Reef Ooze and Kazan do Stomper Foil and then a piece of trash. So, still 4 boxes in, I didn't get it. Alright, well, the big get. You know, is this going to be my 4th Cavern of Souls? Who knows? Alright, you guys ready? You ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dog shit. Complete and utter dog shit. I hate the fast lands. This one's probably one of the worst lands that they could have put in here. The only thing worth getting in here is the Cavern of Souls, which I got 3 of, and then the fetch lands. The fact that they put these in there at all for the box toppers gets on my nerves. So, if you don't know what it is, it's dog shit. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands, which is why they're called fast lands, because if they're early, they're good. If they're late, they're dog shit. And in Commander, they're dog shit. And it taps to add a blue or a white. So, yay. I could have gotten... I could have barely gotten a lesser valuable box topper out of that box. So, So double whammy. I didn't get any of the big green that I was looking for, and that's box number 4 of 6. So I don't think I got any real value out of this box technically. I'm not going to complain because the list cards were fantastic for the first time. When I say fantastic, they're all usable, and people do use them, not just me, but others. And other than that, I'm looking now, and I mean, I guess that has monetary value. The monetary value usually comes from the box topper out of these, because nothing in this set's worth shit, technically. Nightly is good. I like the Felidor Retreat. But other than that, there is the Gemstone Mine, actually, out of this entire box. As sad as this is going to sound, maybe the most valuable card in the box. Like I said, the list cards were fantastic. The actual cards out of this set were trash. A Brain Freeze. Yeah, you know what? Almost all the cards I pulled out were list cards. So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the cards that I pulled aside were list cards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 cards. And one of them was a box topper that's actually worth dog shit. 7 cards from the box itself actually have any use or value to me at this point, monetarily speaking, or to make a deck with. So that's a bad box. So you win some, you lose some. Apparently I'm just losing all over the place. If you watched my other my collector's booster box, you saw that I didn't pull anything all too exciting out of there either. The box toppers that I pulled, I think the most valuable card I pulled was a non-foil fetch land, but it was the lowest value fetch land of them all. So, hey, what can I say? It is what it is. Anyway, so that was Crackin Packs, the 4th box of Zendikar Rising, the set boosters. Comments, questions, put them in the comment section below, or go to the Facebook page. Like, subscribe, share. Go ahead and get this out there. Show it to your friends. See them. Watch some old white dude complain about getting crappy boxes from Magic. What can I tell you? Anyway, see you guys. I don't know when I'm going to put this up, so I'll see you guys. Obviously, when I post this, I'll be seeing you next week, but I don't know when that will be. So, until next time, this is Dave. Have a good one.